What is going on, guys? Now, you're wondering, where am I? Well, I'm outside my house right now. I'm kind of waiting for a palm train to pick me up from my job training trip. And last night I was thinking, why don't you wait for my palm train while I'm on the bus? Give you guys a couple quick movie reviews. Because there was some movies that I've been to review on movies that I saw like a week ago, but I never got around to reviewing it. So I'm here to give out some 4 movies I recently saw, but I never got around to reviewing. So the movies I watched recently, but again, never really got around to reviewing it, to do some stuff. And stuff like this, just watching all my favorite shows and going to relationship and constantly playing Uncharted. So again, I'm here to give thoughts on like 4 movies I recently watched, but I never got around to reviewing. And I think I'd go outside to be a little bit different. First review we're talking about is for Smurfs The Lost Love, which, by the way, is not a sequel to the 2011 to the 2 live-action Smurfs films. Thank God on that. Thank God. This is a reboot and fully animated. And also, I wasn't looking forward to it that much. I wasn't really a fan of the trailers. I'm not a huge Smurfs fan, and the intros look good. This is on my most anticipated film list. And I can watch and I say, I actually didn't hate this film. And I think it is better than the first two, but does it make it a good film? Nope. But that's what I actually like about this film. One, the animation is fantastic. It really is. The voice acting is really damn great. For the most part, at least. I'll get into that a little bit. And I wasn't laughing that much. There were some moments where I actually was laughing throughout. And I'm most so in Gargamel, voiced by Wayne Wilson, Azrael, voiced by Frank Lucca, and Nosy Smurf. But I don't remember who voices them, but those just honestly made me laugh. And Smurfette, and I really, and the thing that I basically cared about was Smurfette, played by Demi Lovato. I really like her story and what they're doing her character. And Demi Lovato did a great job voicing her. And it really has some good messages that kids can like. But if you go into this film expecting like a big, in-depth, or have big meanings, themes, and deep meanings and all this stuff like Who Wants You Strings, Inside Out, or Zootopia, you're gonna be disappointed. This is just your generic, average kids film, honestly. And the story's basically just a mile away, and it's honestly not much business of it, honestly. I didn't really care much about the characters. They don't really grow or anything from the film, honestly. Didn't really care about much of them. Again, I think the only one I truly cared about was Smurfette. Even though Nosy Smurf made me laugh, I didn't really care about him that much either. Honestly, but the most of the film, I was basically just seeing them mostly playing stick. Because I know in the moments involving Gargamel and Azrael and Nosy Smurf, I really didn't laugh all that much, honestly. Again, I was seeing them mostly by blank stare. And also, when Meghan Trainor makes a voice of actors in this film. And you know how I feel about Meghan Trainor. No song I'm a Lady? Nope. Honestly, Smurfs Lost Village honestly really isn't much to say about it, honestly. That's why I went and because I also don't have very much to say about it. Maybe maybe one thing I'll say, this is not like Norman North. This is not like a film that it's probably have a kid and you're gonna hate yourself watching. This is more like a Minions or see like a pet type of thing. Well, these where kids will love it, but you will at least tolerate it, and you won't hate yourself watching it. But there's not very much to say about Smurfs Lost Village. I'm gonna give it a 40 of a C. Next film I'm talking about is Before I Fall, which is based on a YA adaptation. Yeah, not an adaptation. Personally, I wasn't really too excited before I fall. The trailers were fine, I guess, but I didn't get myself too excited. It looks like it's gonna be a generic type of YA film. I mean, it didn't look too bad, but this film could go either way, honestly. But I will say, I actually enjoyed Before I Fall more than I thought it would, actually. I really did. I'm just not perfect by means, I mean, it's basically what everyone's saying, a teen version of Groundhog Day. That's basically another story, it's basically about this girl named Vacation, played by Zoe Dutch. Basically ends up living the same day over and again. Let's figure out how to pick the loop. It's kind of like Groundhog Day, honestly. Basically it's kind of like Groundhog Day. Again, I actually enjoyed one film. Again, I didn't enjoy one Hollywood. I mean, and still some flaws with Hagen. It is end up being predictable, I think, towards the last 10 minutes. And it could have been a little bit longer, just had some characters get a little more development. and for Samantha's friends, I really didn't care much. They were basically stereotypical girls, whatever. I didn't really, there wasn't really anything to them, honestly. But other than that, I really like this movie. I really did like this movie, actually. Actually, the movie is gorgeously shot, greatly directed. And it does try its best to do an interesting take on the story, which I actually really appreciated. It does end up being predictable though, but it does try its best to do something interesting with the story. And for the majority of the movie, I ended up being invested in some of the characters. Mostly for Zoe Dutch and Logan Mills characters. Logan Mills also did a great job. I really like him as an actor as well. And one of the characters, Juliet, I was wondering, I really felt bad for her, honestly. And well, yeah, I can probably guess. I thought it was an interesting way to end the movie. And Zoe Dutch, she's also fantastic in the movie. I mean, I am a fan of Zoe Dutch, despite it being in two films I didn't really like Dirty Grandpa, which was from my voice last year, and White Hand, which sometimes was okay, but she honestly was my main flaw that I honestly. I didn't really care much about it. She was my girl, honestly. But she can be a great actress, and she's definitely the best part of the entire film. And she's got to make calm as likable at first, but you do a little about her, and you do understand her, and she's got that really grows a lot throughout the movie. So yeah, I really like that. Again, it's basically what I follow is it's basically a teenage winter Groundhog Day. This movie I actually really liked a lot more than I thought I would, and I do recommend checking this film out at least once. I'm gonna give it before I fall an 86 of a B+. I thought an 80, but I think it's an 86, honestly. The next we're talking about is The Belko Experiment, which is directed by Greg McLean, who directed The Darkness. And I think you all know how I feel about that film and how much I was offended by that film. I think you all know how I feel about that film. But I was a little bit interested in The Belko Experiment. Really, because one thing, James Gunn read the script. Wasn't too excited because he can direct it, but I was pretty interested because of, again, James Gunn directing it. Writing it. From Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. I was interested in him writing it. And the premise was interesting. It's basically like Hunger Games meets Office Space. And that got me a little bit interested. And the film ended up being checked. One of the script that went on to was the only good thing I can actually say about the film. I mean, it wasn't bad, honestly. It's one of those scripts that basically could have been great, but it was poorly handled. That's basically. And the script was the best part of it, and the premise was intriguing, but yet we get another premise. Well, it could have been intriguing. I could have got a lot of different interesting ways, but it ended up being completely wasted. What else is new? Plus, again, the movie, like I said, the movie is basically like Hunger Games meets Office, and that could have been an awesome premise. That could have been some unique and creative ways with this. But they decided to go the lazy route. The film ended up being really boring, honestly. I didn't really care about the acting, in my opinion, overall terrible, and the characters I give a shit about, honestly. They were just one note characters. And there's some story subplots that haven't filmed that will literally go nowhere. Like they mentioned a couple times, and they end up either being solved really quickly or just forgotten about entirely. And honestly, when you make even something as creative, as interesting as kills, like killing someone, we make them boring. I mean, kills weren't even that creative, honestly, but we make them boring. Seriously, like wow. I couldn't get less my hands around. The kills were not even that creative or interesting anyway. And the ending is, in my opinion, the worst sequel-based ending I have seen since Independence Day Resurgence. Yeah, I'm serious on that. Basically, the Belko Experiment is it's probably a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. It's a pretty terrible film. The only good thing to say about this film is the script. It's not bad and the premise is intriguing, but just don't even bother seeing this one, honestly. Very clean, you should stop directing. You really should. And I'm gonna give this film an 8 of the West again because of the intriguing premise and the script. Now, the script could have potential, but